You said something that's very, very important. You said planning. Is there no way for a business owner to future-proof their tax and legal strategy? And in other words, plan accordingly to where they're not calling somebody like me to say, I just got a surprise 200 grand. Nah, because they work with Chris Papin, it didn't even arise. Is there no way to future-proof?
There absolutely is, with the caveat of my crystal ball is broken. I cannot predict the future any better than anybody else. So you do it based off of trends. You do it based off of educated guesses. You set a template in place based on a set of assumptions. And most business owners that I work with, sophisticated or not, know their industry well enough to know that there's a bump in the road. For, I think of a painter I worked with years ago, and he always advertised when he was busiest, and he never got through his head. He needs to advertise right before he's slow. So his chief complaint was, I advertise, I get all these phone calls, but by the time I call somebody back, they've already hired somebody else. And it's just a subtle shift, but that's that forward looking. He just needed somebody to sit next to him and say, hey, advertise at the end of the summer, not in the middle of the summer. That's when you'll start to get the calls. And as you're kind of going into your colder, slower seasons, you can queue up the indoor painting jobs instead of the outdoor painting jobs. But it's no different for financial planning or anything else. Are the assumptions good? If they're not, do you have a meeting cadence, or do you have somebody who is kind of on call? A lot of our clients, we don't necessarily meet every month, but we have standing orders. If one side or the other suspects something is out of bounds, we should be able to meet within 30 days to be able to adapt to it. Somebody gets sick, somebody gets fired. I don't know, God forbid COVID happens again. All of that stuff. If your business is shut down for 4 months, guess what? Your financial projections are jacked. That's where you adapt and overcome and build a new set of assumptions. It seems pretty easy. It's really hard because we're all guessing. I'm sure you've been in planning and budgeting scenarios where folks are saying, well, I don't really know how to determine this number, right?